Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting.
And Doug, aka Dad.
Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. We're back here at Pickerton. Last time I was here, I found a new hotspot. Today, we're gonna be working that hotspot to see how many of those gold pickers we can get from my infamous claim, Pickerton. Wish us luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now, unfortunately today I'm having some camera problems, so I'm using my little GoPro without a microphone on it. So the audio today is not gonna be as good as usual. Hopefully this wind isn't too bad in an unprotected microphone. We've already dug 2 buckets from the hotspot. Let's see what they have in them. First pan, first picker. It's just a small one though. There it is. There it is. And a flake. There we go. The first picker of the day in the first pan of the day. Dad said he got 2 little pieces of flour. I got 1 little piece over there as well, but it's a picker. Loving this. Second pan, 3 pickers in it. Dad, how much was in your second pan?
3 more pieces of flour.
Flour gold. This pan of his is gonna have 5. Guarantee it. Let's get the close-up and show you those 3 pickers though. 1, 2, 3. And a few pieces of flour kicking around up there. But 3 nice pickers.
One picker. One little tip.
What'd you get, Dad?
When pan 3 brings us 1 nice picker.
A picker. There's Dad's picker. Well, this may be a video of nothing but showing you pickers in every pan. I guess that wouldn't be a bad thing. Okay, here we go. Pan number 3. What's this? No gold? At Pickerton? That's not allowed.
Not allowed.
Well, actually, I've had a lot of pans at Pickerton with no gold. But this is the first one today with no gold. Hopefully Dad does better. Oh, I see one. No, I see a couple of good-sized flakes. You definitely have to suck those up. They're not pickers, but they're still nice. There was one more that went back somewhere.
Was there?
Oh, we still have the little bucket.
That's all the good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah,
We'll split that between the 2 of us. So Dad said he put all the best stuff out of the bottom of the hole we were making into that little bucket. So maybe this will be amazing. I am using a 1/2 inch classifier today because we have found nuggets up to a 1/2 inch at this place. And then, you know, you flip it upside down over there and have a good look at the pile. Eventually we'll go back with metal detectors and detect that pile. I've never actually used this camera before without its microphone on, so I'm not sure how well this is doing, especially with its loud creak right there. I know it's on the front of the camera, so when I talk from behind, oh, I hope it's not muted out really badly for you. Anyhow, I gotta put the camera down and focus on panning. Flour gold, but no pickers.
Nothing's jumping out on mine yet. Flour gold.
Back to the pit to find more pickers. Now I'm not going to show people exactly where we're digging because, you know, I'm still having claim jumper problems at Pickerton. But I will do a nice close-up of the hole we're doing, just without the frame of reference of where it's at. 2.5 more buckets. Let's see if we can get another 6 pickers. I think we got 6. I think that was 6 in the first 2 buckets. Let's see if we can get 6 more. That would be a good running total. Well, 3 pans into these new buckets and I've got nothing. 3 pans in and Dad's got nothing. And then the biggest flake of the day. That is a nice picker. Though these buckets are not treating us well. So far, only 1. And I think there's only 1 pan left to do. Well, by no means a picker, but a nice little flake there. 1 big picker, 1 little flake, and a bunch of micros. Those 2 buckets didn't have it. That is, unless Dad's last pan from these 2 buckets shows something amazing.
This would be a lot easier if somebody hadn't cornered all the classifiers.
I've stole all the classifiers.
Nada. Again.
Wah, wah, wah. So the first 2 buckets came from right over there, sort of that vertical face behind all these linear pieces of shale. The second buckets came from this vertical crack here. We cleaned it right out. That showed 1 big piece, but not much more. That showed 6. So now we have to make a determination of where we go from here. Do we go back into this, which I think we're gonna do? Do we try to go over there? We're not gonna do any more of this, that's for sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna try that. Why not? 2.5 more buckets. 2.5 more pickers? Let's hope for more than that. Buckets are getting heavier and heavier and heavier as the day goes on, even though they're the same weight. Well, we'll call that a picker. It's kind of small for a picker, but I'm positive I can pick it up with my fingers. Oh yeah, that is totally a picker. Can't call that one a picker. In no universe is that a picker. But it's a nice big flake. So where, oh where has all the gold gone? It is definitely not in our pan. First 2 pans were amazing. After that, it's been ho-hum. Let's go see if we can find out where it's hiding. No, same spot.
Same spot?
It's there. It's there somewhere.
All right.
So I'm thinking most of the gold we found were behind those 2 big sort of vertical walls. And that's probably because they're acting like a natural little sluice box here. Natural rifle in a sluice box. Water came down, made a low pressure behind them. The gold tucked in and hid there. We're gonna clean out really well behind those 2 vertical walls and see if maybe we can get some gold from there. And then maybe we'll look around and see if we can find somewhere else another vertical wall just like it. And maybe that's the key. Who knows? I don't. Do you know?
No.
Whoa! Stop! Stop what you're doing! Don't move!
Stop.
Don't move! I found some gold. Wire brushing the bottom to make sure that we are getting down into all the cracks. And what do I see? Oh, a knife. No. I see a flake. A big flake. That's not a picker. That's a small nugget. Let's get the close-up on that.
Right.
I'll just lick it. And we know exactly where that one came from because we saw it laying in situ, in place, right where it was to start with. Well, let's pick it up. Nice.
Good chunk.
Okay, it's hard calling that a nugget because it is very flat,
Yeah.
but it is huge. That is one extremely big flake.
Okay, quit moving.
And that there is why you wire brush the bottom of your crevices. We would have missed that if we tried to just leave it to the shovel. And another piece of gold we found while we were wire brushing. It's probably still a picker. Well, I was able to pick it up, so it's a picker, but it's a pretty small picker. Let's put it in the bucket so we can discover it again in the pan. So, 2 more buckets this time. They were a bit lower than last. We have high hopes because we found that really big piece and because we spent most of our time there wire brushing the bottom. We ended up actually taking, like an hour probably, maybe even an hour and a half filling these last 2 buckets because we were cleaning out the bottom with the wire brush so carefully. So, let's hope there's some gold in there. You're almost done your first one.
Getting there. It was only half a pan, or wasn't it real full then? Alright. But no biggies.
No big pieces. And my first pan from the buckets that are supposed to be better has a nice picker. Woohoo! She's a beaut. Nice picker. So the 90-year-old over here says he's only got 1 more bucket left in him. 90. How old are you?
77.
77. I made a joke about you being 90, and I had like hundreds of people think I was telling the truth. They commented, he looks great for 90. Oh my goodness. He's 77. What am I? I'm 47. 47, yes. I feel like I'm 90. Anyhow, we feel like we only have 1 more bucket each in us, so we're gonna go dig 2 more in a slightly different spot. Do the wild card thing. See if we can luck out for the last bucket of the day.
A shot of that timber might be.
A shot of that timber. Oh. Dad wants me to show you something very, very sad. This was deposited during, runoff here on Pickerton. This is a timber that's come from, upriver. Unfortunately, upriver is the town of Lytton that burnt down in our wildfire season. The whole town burnt to the ground. And that is probably part of one of the bridges that floated downstream and deposited on my claim. I really like the town of Lytton. I really like the people there. I went for coffee with a coffee group every morning when I'm in town. Diana from the deli, she's awesome. Made great food. I hope she rebuilds the deli. I hope Lytton rebuilds and is better than new. Now, when I say I get no gold in my pan, that's not exactly true. This is sort of the fine gold that I'm seeing in my pan. The problem with this fine gold is it would take, 100 times that much to make up one of the pickers that we find here. There is one nice flake here, but the fine gold we get in every pan, sure, there's lots of it, but it doesn't really add up. Well, I like to keep panning at Pickerton here until I find one last flake to end the day off with. But the rain has started, it's getting ugly, and our feet are cold. So, you'll have to do with a nice looking flake. Not quite the size of a picker, but a nice flake to end off the day with. Plus, a lot of little stuff. And here's the take for today. Not bad for what, 3-4 hours? Something like that. 3-4 hours at Pickerton. We found one massive clunker. We found about 10 little pickers and a bunch of fine stuff. Nothing wrong with that. I'm still on the road for 3 or 4 days, so I won't get to go home and weigh this up for a little bit, but when I do, I'll leave a measurement here on the screen. Well, my new hot spot might not be a hot spot, but it produced some pretty nice gold, including one really nice piece, which was awesome to see. And it was a lot of fun, especially spending the day with my dad panning. Was? It was, definitely. Hope you enjoyed our adventure. If you did, please leave us that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I hope I've earned your subscription. Thanks everyone for watching. Big thanks for my patrons. Because of the support of my patrons, I get to make these YouTube videos for everyone to watch. If you'd like to learn how to become a patron, head off to www.patreon.com/Dan Hurd. Hope you're all having an amazing day. We are, even though it's soggy.
And raining, but it's good.
Soggy and raining. That's what I mean by soggy. We're a bit cold. Time for the nasty hike out of here. Until the next one, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.